For today we're playing Dragon Age Veilguard and with the ROG ally. And we're playing the game at 1080p at a mix of medium and low settings. Here we go with that. There we go. Yeah, 1080p to begin with will be kind of tough. We'll see if we can get 30 at all. But I would imagine probably not. Okay, so my save didn't get synced between my PC. So I am forced to begin the game from the start. But yeah, so far we're sitting at the high 20s, almost the 30s here. And the GPU is the bottleneck. Not surprising, we are playing at 1080p here. I can feel some stutters. Pretty common actually. And the shaders took me like 20 minutes to complete, so not too bad. But the graphics look fantastic, it is super sharp, looks very good. But like always, playing at 1080p on the built-in screen is a bit overkill. Try it at 100p and you'll see no difference between the sharpness and the clarity on the built-in screen. If you're playing on a TV or a bigger screen though, then it makes much more sense to play at 1080p. Here we go, got some fighting going on here as well. Sitting at the high 20s still, the mid to high 20s. The game has dynamic res on by default at 30%. So our actual FPS is 20 to 23 FPS. That was close. Glad I caught that. So yeah, at this point it makes much more sense. Like the low 20s for 1080p native is expected. But hopefully at 100p with FSR, we can get a stable 30 and more. Ooh, there we go, major freeze there. Okay guys, FSR active at the balance preset. And there we go, 30 FPS is ours. Perfect. So yeah, 30 FPS in the intro. I'm guessing probably below this once we get to the next section in the forest. The combat in this game feels like New World to me. The sword fighting feels like New World to me. It's got the same feel to it, the same sound effects. That could be a bad take, but I don't know, that's how it feels to me. So tomorrow I'll do the 4060 probably, maybe the 2070. And then on the final day I'll do the 1060. Actually I lied, tomorrow I'll do the ROG ally with Monster Hunter. See if that's even playable at all. I don't have high hopes because it runs like complete garbage on actual GPUs and actual PCs. But you never know, right? Maybe 30 FPS, lowest settings with FSR. Who knows, right? I mean, the fighting, guys, it feels like New World. I'm sure it will get expanded upon because it's an RPG and you always get more stuff to do, or I guess more abilities. But the swordplay feels like New World. It is just pretty basic, I would say. And I'm not sure when this got changed, in what game, because I've only played the first one for like 7 hours or something like that, 6 hours. But the game was turn-based in the first one, so it's all kind of new to me. Past the intro now, the game does freeze still and it does stutter as well. That hasn't gone away fully, keep that in mind. And the FPS obviously isn't stable at all. It can fall down below 30 quite easily. So yeah, let's back out guys and try 100p. Alright guys, back here again and we're now sitting at 30 FPS. Just barely. We sat into the mid 20s here at 1080p. So again, like 4 to 5 FPS pretty much. And coming down here, a bit more, but not by much. That is surprising to be honest. That is definitely surprising. I was waiting for like 40 FPS here now, or maybe like 35 FPS on average, but no. Still very close to the 30s, the low 30s. I mean, the game is still playable, but it's not really guaranteed. We can go ahead and enable dynamic res as well and guarantee 30 FPS that way, at least close to it. But at that point, you are taking a hit to your resolution. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. And lastly, 720p, 30 watts, no dynamic res, but FSR active. And we are sitting into the mid 30s and the high 30s. In this intro scene, it does go up to the 40s as well, but on average, you're sitting into the mid 30s. So we gain like an extra 3 FPS over 100p. So it's still kind of disappointing. I think for me, the best setup is 100p, FSR active, with dynamic res targeting 30 FPS. I think that's the go-to. The game should look sharp enough for the most part, and in those heavier scenes, it will use dynamic res and guarantee you 30 FPS. 720p does look worse. It looks okay on the built-in screen, but if you're going to be playing on a bigger display, it is far more obvious, and the flaws are again far more obvious. And just for the fun of it, 15 watts with dynamic res active at 60%, targeting 30 FPS, and we're sitting at 20 FPS here, guys. So not playable at all, but still wanted to show you just in case you were interested in that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Next video. See you guys then.